Yo, what's good with it? Shoo. Today, today I'm gonna vent, but not really vent. It's gonna be a real spill, vent, kind of mixed situation, kind of like a life slash real spill. Shoot, I don't smoke too much, so I don't really smoke like that, cause I got track going on, so I'm not gonna smoke in this video. Plus, I don't like the idea of taking other people's ideas. You know how that be. You know how that be. But nah, here we go. So I just kind of want to say in this video, chase your dreams no matter what happens. No matter what happens, no matter how life is going, just keep trying to chase your dreams because you never know. You never know when you're going to blow up. Like I post all these videos and I never know which one's going to blow up. I don't really have too much. I don't have high expectation for like one certain video. Of course I want all of them to blow up, but it's like I put the effort into them, like thinking like I need this one to blow up. I want all of them to blow up. But like I don't like sit there and nitpick which ones I want to blow up and which ones I don't want to blow up. I want to be successful for like everything. Just keep trying. Really, really just want to remind myself to keep trying. I wasn't even talking to you for real, but I want you here so you can like listen to me. You can gotta get my mindset and get how I'm feeling with things going on right now. But here we go. So before, I don't know what it was. What was it? 2023, 2024, 2023 into 2024. I had moved. I think it was 2022 into 2023 into 2024. I don't remember. But I just know, like my sophomore year. It was my sophomore year. Yeah. Freshman to sophomore year, I was playing football with a good team. I was over there in Michigan, playing football for a good team. I didn't really get along with guys too much over there. They didn't really like me as much. But I mean, true. I wouldn't say I really even went on my way to be liked. And that was kind of like the comfort zone thing I was talking about. How I didn't really reach out too much to like be known, to be out there, to be with other people. I was kind of just chill off to myself, like a little too much, not trying to be involved. Kind of seemed like I was pushing others away when they was trying to reach in. So that, of course, that's gonna make other people like not want to talk to you. But then again, I feel like back then I was just so focused on catching up to everybody because they were so much better than me. It was like D1 recruits, D1 scouts, like I mean, not scouts, but like D1 potentials, like people like that, prospects, D1 prospects, that's the word. D1 prospects who I was surrounded by, and I wanted to chase after them. I wanted to be way better than them. But I was kind of like just coming into the game. Well, not just coming into the game, but like my skill wasn't all there. My planning wasn't all there. The position I even play to this day. I tried wide receiver over there, but now I'm a DB. So it was like a whole bunch of things I need to figure out for real. And I kind of ended up pushing them away. They kind of ended up pushing me away. And just one night at this camp, we went to this camp, and I got a call. People, it's so funny because the situation was they had thought something had just happened inside the hotel or something like that, and they had thought I was telling on them or something similar like that, when really I had just got a call, and the nigga had to go see the coach. Well, and the nigga had to go see the coach. Nigga talking to the coach and he crying, man. He in tears. Mom was in the hospital, and it's not really normal, but my mom has a blood disease, so she's in the hospital sometimes. Sometimes goes to the hospital into crisis. It's called sickle cell disease. It's a real bad disease. If you have it, I'm sorry. I pray for you. I pray for my mom. I just watching her in pain, like that stuff's, you can really see the pain in their eyes when they're going through them crises. But nah, here we go. She was going through one of them. And I just heard over the phone, we lost the house. I'm like, what? Lost the house? We out of there, kicked out. How does that even happen? Crazy situation that I don't even want to go into happened. That made me mad at the time. I'm crying, she in the hospital, tears. I'm thinking like siblings. I'm thinking mine in so many different places right now, and I'm at a camp to kind of show out and show that I could be the best. Like, so I could like, it's a camp to like prove to the coaches who should start and who should play. And my mind was just so bogged down I remember crying in the room with the coach and then leaving and still crying around all the guys. And that's one thing that I taught myself when I cried around the guys. It was just like, they stared at me, they laughed, and they thought I told on them or some weird stuff like that. They thought they just wasn't hanging with me. But then I just taught myself, like, certain people just don't need, like, not certain people, but like people just don't need to see you at your weakest. Or I would say you can go to therapy and all that. I'm all for therapy and all that. But what I'm not for is just always breaking down in front of people. I would say, not like, you don't have to follow my advice, but personally, if I gotta break down, I'm gonna hang up the call. I'm gonna go somewhere, someplace where I'm not seen, and I'm gonna break down, let the pain out. And that's what I didn't do in that moment. I was surrounded by guys, and the pain was just coming out. And, you know, they used it to propel themselves and, like, get above me, used it against me, because they see me at my lowest, make fun of me. You know how that go? You know how that go? Like, I mean, they would even make fun of me before, where I wouldn't do as good in the drills, or where I was not as conditioned. But that stuff, like, I don't have any hatred towards them. Of course, never did. Back then, maybe I was mad at them. I just wanted to be surpassed. I wanted to be way better than them. Now I still feel like I can be better than them, and that I'm better. And I feel like right now I'm better than some of them. But ain't gonna go into too much. But yeah, nah, it just kind of like fueled me to like do better, to be better. But let me go back to the situation with the house. The situation with the house was out the house, gotta move somewhere new gotta move somewhere entirely new for housing. And we moved out of state for housing, and couldn't find any housing. We out stuck. We looking like, dang, school at the start, we gotta find somewhere to go. Boom. I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. All right, my fault, y'all. But yeah, no. Basically, the situation was couldn't find housing. Stuck out there. Needed somewhere to stay. Boom. End up in a shelter. I'm in a shelter. Down bad. Not living right. You know how it go. You know how it go. Even though the shelter wasn't like, I wouldn't say, now looking back on it, I wouldn't say it was like as worse as other shelters, but it was pretty bad. Being in a shelter is still a homeless shelter. It's still like a shelter. Shelter got rules. You got stuff you can and can't do. It's got, at least they providing, like, this one actually like had food, so it was like, okay, living. I don't know if all of them do. Like, I know that they gave us housing, like somewhere to stay, somewhere to sleep, covers and all that, and that was amazing. I was so grateful, man. I mean, and I was so grateful after that. And then I was able to go to school, and I was able to go to school, and I'm going to school from the shelter back and forth, trying not to let it affect my mood. And it only really started to affect my mood when it turns out the shelter had rules. Like, if you weren't in by like 12, and then they assumed you had somewhere to go, so they would lock you out, and you stranded out there. So on game days, you know, games sometimes went past 12, and so it was hard for me to even go to games. I couldn't go to games. I was missing games, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I had stuff to do, watch siblings, so I would miss practice. It's just like stuff that comes with it, you know, that I couldn't do. I physically, like, I wasn't allowed. I physically, like, couldn't do it, or I would have nowhere to go, or we have nowhere to go. And I'm not gonna let us have nowhere to go. So I'm with a new team. Everybody on the team cool, and I'm not gonna lie. I love those people. That's fam. I mess with the team heavy. It's just that when I left the summer, when I was doing all that training and getting bigger and all stronger and all that with that team over there, they ended up winning the state championship while we ended up losing pretty badly. Well, it wasn't pretty badly, but we did end up losing our season, and they ended up winning the state championship. So I was just kind of thinking, like, how is this fair? How? I'm seeing the ring. I'm seeing the state championship ring. I'm like, dang, what about me? That couldn't have been me. This, and that, this. How? I'm in a shelter. I'm like, dang, down bad, mad. I'm angry. I'm crying. I'm emotional. But then again, I wasn't the best at football anyway. So it was like, even if I was over there, would I have gotten varsity time? So I started thinking to myself, what I gotta improve? And it's like, I miss practice some days, and I have a little brother, so I take my little brother, we go outside, and I practice tackling on him. Boom, practicing tackling, letting them tackle me, practicing taking tackles, practicing getting tackled, practicing like making tackles, practice like holding the ball, switching the ball in the hands. Like I'm practicing, I'm working. You don't see me, but I'm trying. Ain't that what Lil Uzi said? I'm always trying. Till right now, I feel like the best thing I do is tackle. Boom, I tackle somebody, I can hear that hit. It's just like, boom, man. I worked so hard for it, and I finally seen it. I seen the improvement, and I kept working. And eventually, I kept trying. I went downstairs. Well, it wasn't like a stairs. It was just kind of like, it was a whole situation where I went somewhere to get Wi-Fi, library, somewhere, wherever I had to go to get Wi-Fi. And until I found out like somewhere in the place like they had some Wi-Fi, which was amazing. And so we used the Wi-Fi from there, and I was able to do my schoolwork from there instead of walking to the library, or instead of, when we did have a car, instead of driving to the library. When we had the car, we don't got it no more. But you know how it is. It's cool. I'm gonna always be straight. We're gonna forever be straight. You gotta always find a way. I'm saying this. I'm telling you my experience. I'm vetting you my experience to kind of tell you how I came up. Like, I used all that stuff to fuel me. I didn't stop and break down. Sure, I had my little moments, but like I never stopped and said, boom, this is where I'm going to forever be. I always had it in my back of my head. Not even the back of my head. This was in the front of my head. This was all on my mind. I'm not going to be this. I'm not going to let this forever be me. I'm not one of them sappy, sad persons. I'm one of them grateful persons. And just trying to uplift myself. And that's what I did, exactly. I got right. I got stronger, all this and all that. I got better at tackling. Boom. My coach still didn't feel like he could trust me, though, because I couldn't go to games. I couldn't go to certain practices on certain days because of the rule. There's a rule, because of the midnight rule where they close the doors and they wouldn't let nobody in. So I had to miss certain things, had to lose certain things. But that kind of just, like, that's life. Like, for real, you lose certain things, like certain things you can and can't do, and sometimes it's not gonna be your fault. You just gotta keep pushing, just keep going. Like say I would have stopped going, I wouldn't have. If I would have stopped going, I wouldn't be better at football. But if I would have stopped going, I would like. I feel like if I ever stop going at something, then it's like me determining my limits. I feel like will like kind of like determine the limits of my kids. I feel like how I'm thinking now, like, if I think bad about myself in any way, then my kids are gonna think bad about themselves in any way, because they're gonna be a reflection of me, and they're basically gonna be made up matter of me. So they're gonna be like my mini me's, and if my mini me's are thinking bad about themselves, I would feel bad. I'd feel terrible. I won't let that happen. So I won't think bad about myself right now. I'm gonna grind until I get where I want to go, and that's exactly what I did. And even if I didn't start, or even if I was a sub, even if it doesn't matter, like I kept going. I never quit. Like, that's something about me. I never quit. I can't quit. I never will quit. Never been a quitter. Them winning state championship, that just fueled me to like want to get a ring, and it just fuels me to want to win bad. Yeah, being where I was, that fueled me to like want to win, want to see money, want to touch pay, to want to get where I need to be, to want to get where I should be. Shoot, all that stuff, like that stuff doesn't. I don't feel like I'm being held down. I don't think about it 24/7. You see how I'm living now. I'm obviously not in the same place. Like you stay down until you come up. Like that was all that was on my mind. Stay down until I come up. Stay down until I come up. Because I've seen that so many times throughout my life. That wasn't the first time I was down. That won't be the last time that I'm down. Shoot, that'll be the last time that I'm that down bad. But it won't be the last time that I'm down. Shoot, I'm always gonna come up, and each time I come up, it's gonna be higher and higher and higher and higher. Like, I'm not gonna let myself be some little bum on the street. Like, I was surrounded by like drug addicts and all that. Like, I'm not gonna be one of them. I didn't seen it. That's not what I want to be. That's not what I want to be. But still, I kind of got the mentality of like, because I got people in the streets, but it's just like, yes, my fault, I gotta do something real quick. But still, like I said before, like I got people in the streets. Like, it's just like my mind isn't 100% there even today. It's just, that's why I'm working. Cause like if I stop working, then I'm gonna be hanging around those in the streets, and we gonna really get back to doing the stuff we was doing. Like, if you hear some of the songs I'm rapping, when I'm rapping, I'm not lying. Like, some of that's my mentality. Like, right now, my mentality is content creation. It could switch like the flip of a dime. I could be I could be boom, street stuff, boom, content creation, boom, this, boom, this, and that. Like my mentality is like so diverse, so it's so weird. It's my personality. It's me. It's like it's just me. It's like that's like I feel like the reason why I'm doing content creation and I'm investing and I'm doing all these other things is so I can get out the streets. It's definitely I've always wanted to make it out, but like if that doesn't happen, then you have to have another plan, and like I'm gonna keep planning and planning and planning, but at the end of the day, I want to also make sure I know I'm gonna be straight no matter which way I gotta choose. Like no matter which way I gotta choose, no matter which way I gotta go, I want to make sure I'm straight, and that's my mentality. Like if you hear me rap, something else happens. Like it's life stuff. Like that's real life, and like even what I'm telling you now is still real life. What else did I say? Yeah, oh shoot, I never told you how the shelter stuff went. Like all that stuff went, it was cool for a little minute. Well, it wasn't cool at all, but it was like really I really didn't like going somewhere to do work, doing all this, wearing the same clothes, wearing different clothes and all that stuff. But it was still cool how it was, you know. Everybody's down at some point in their lives, and you see where I am now. I made it out of there. We moved into a 1-bedroom apartment, well, a 2-bedroom part actually, but it was a lot of us, so it was kind of like not enough room, and you know, if there's not enough room, you don't want like a whole bunch of people knowing your situation, right? So like even telling you that now, it's not like I'm not telling you that now for sympathy. I don't want no sympathy. I just want you to know like where it is I come from, and where does that come from? So like when you see me blow up, because I know I'm gonna blow up eventually. That's not cocky, that's just confident, because I know I'm gonna put in the work to get wherever I need to be. So whenever you see me blow up eventually, you could got my story right here, right now. True. So like once you see that, like I'm just saying, like that's where we was. People can't come over for certain reasons, because you don't want a lot of people knowing how you living, all this and all that and all that. But like yeah, that's just how it was. That's how it was, real down bad. But now I'm here. I got this little stuff, and I'm grateful for it all. It's just like I'm grateful for it. It's not a lot. It's not to another person it might not seem like a lot, but to other people it might seem like a lot. To me right now, what I seem like like all the stuff I have now is like it's a lot. It's a lot to me, but still it's like not enough. If you get what I mean, it's like I can't get too comfortable, because I myself know that if I do get too comfortable, then I'm gonna fall. Well, I'm gonna fall. Like if I fall, I'm basically gonna end up back in that same place where I was, down bad, and living that sheltered life like I was living, and I won't let that happen again. So for not me or any of the bros, like I'm moving. I'm gonna live, and like I just kind of want you to like learn off me, like to listen to what I'm saying, so you can kind of feel like where I'm coming from, and like to not get too comfortable, because even right now, even with all I have now and these gifts I have, like I'm glad I got gifts, but like none of this stuff was really mine. Like if it's not mine, if I haven't paid for it, somebody can still ask for it all back, or somebody can still take it all away. And I feel like that's my mentality. That's always going to be my mentality, and until I eventually get what's mine. You know, all this stuff, I'm real grateful for it all, but still I won't get comfortable. I won't just stop putting in the work just because I have these little things. None of this stuff, in the eyes of like a person with $1 billion, this is nothing. And I see myself one day as being somebody who's up there. So to me, this is gonna be nothing. Well, I mean, not nothing. This is really something. I'm grateful for it, but still, in the eyes, if I'm looking through my third eye, then boom, this is nothing. I got a long way to go, more stuff to achieve, and I just want you to feel the same way as me, not to get too comfortable and to achieve your goals, and to know if I made it through that, then you can make it your own way of living, like how you're living. You could even be living worse than what I was living, because I know I have more stories of how I was living and how it was worse. Not worse than that, but like more added on stories. Everybody got their own trauma. Like you're living your trauma, I'm living my trauma. Shoot, I know you're like, even if you stayed in your trauma for the longest time in your life and you still haven't come out yet, you just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep going, and then you're gonna make it out. Like you just gotta believe you're gonna make it out. It might not even seem possible. You just gotta be delusional. That's basically how I am. I'm delusional about this stuff. Delusional. Real delusional. And especially when I was in that shelter, I was delusional. Real delusional than making it out. Real delusional. You just gotta be delusional, man. That's just how it is. We just gotta be delusional. That's just how it is. I'm gonna forever be delusional. Cause I see myself with billions of dollars. I'm not gonna lie to you. No matter how I do this. But anyway, that's me venting. That's my little real spill for today. And yeah, no, that's kind of just like my little story. How I'm like hungry for this stuff and how I won't let other people affect me at all. And you shouldn't either. So thanks for tuning in. Shoot, love you. You know, I always got love for all the people that click on this video. I got love for all the people who like this video. I got love for all the people who comment under the video. Even if you hating, I still got love for you. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, thanks. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks for listening. And just know that no matter where you at, you can make it out. You can get better than what you had. Stay down until you come up. You gotta actually have that in your mind. Just have in your mind that you're gonna come up. That's what I had in my mind, and we came up. Maybe I wasn't the reason we came up. We still came up. But now I'm thinking right now, where I'm at right now, I know I'm gonna be the reason we get further. If we do drop down, I know I'm gonna be the reason we gonna get back up. If we still at this same kind of way of living, I know I'm gonna be the reason that we get further up. But look, y'all, I gotta really go do something. I'm not gonna lie, but shoot. Thanks for listening to me. You know, it's a real spill. However that goes. Hope y'all like them. See? How you real if you telling on niggas? Around here, we don't enter the beef with niggas. Stalking your grass or send them killers. I'm a boss by myself, I attack niggas. When positive, none of my niggas neutral. Influenced by that youngin' ace, I think they might be dudes. Brody trying to catch a body in traffic. Know a couple niggas that make shit disappear like magic. Your man's missing, mama's crying. Nigga, what happened? How you say you real if you let a nigga take your savage?